We're going to do this. We're going to make fun of the shit show because it deserves to be made fun of, okay? Oh, I'm so tired of this. You want to know why I had that kind of breakdown when I was told I had to deal with Social Security? I've been trying to call them because I might require an appointment before they can even see me. I can't even get them on the phone. I'm not even calling the national number at this point. I'm calling the local number from my local office. It's hung up on me twice now. One time it seemed like a person answered, but then like immediately hung up. Another time, the system actually hung up on me. It was like at 18 minutes. It started ringing, and then it says, please call back at another time. Those are the two times that it's rung so much and disconnected me. The other 2 or 3 times I called, it was like already to 15 minutes, and I still don't have a person. So it was going to disconnect me at 18 minutes, apparently. I knew when she told me that I was going to have to contact Social Security that it's a fucking wall. It's a wall. It's a wall. And let me tell you, like you call the national number and they say, it's going to be, 200 days before we even look at your fucking shit. It was that way like 5 years ago too. But this is how government runs. This is perfectly normal. We're not going to hire more people to fucking catch up on anything. We know these people are disabled and suffering and are running out of resources and are running out of like sanity to even fucking deal with stuff because we keep running them in fucking circles and letting them hit walls, even though they're the ones that need the most help, the most vulnerable people. They need the fucking disability. Okay? So, my diagnosis is not mine. I've hit a wall where I can't have my diagnosis. These people over here at this scam, I'm sorry to say, scam doctor, they look like a regular doctor. They seem like a regular doctor. But if you're going to tell me it's $200 for my appointment and then you want to see me every month and I don't have health insurance, in addition, I'm probably going to have to pay for this medication. See, I did go to the doctor, and this is not making me feel any better about being scammy. I'm pretty sure I could get all this stuff without even a prescription. And that's a problem, too. And then there's this other problem over here that I looked up every fucking single county around here, and the closest ones are in San Antonio for these doctors. The one here apparently moved, and nobody knows where she is. There was one here, which would have been a great option. But she doesn't work there anymore, and nobody knows where she is, which is really weird. They said she moved to a smaller town. But nobody knows where she's currently practicing, which is weird. That's really fucking weird. Anyways, another one is in Del Rio, which is gyno. We talked about that. Every single surrounding. I searched every county. I pulled up the map of the counties surrounding. Even the layer, 1 layer surrounding, 2 layers surrounding. Even ones even a little bit farther. Like as long as they were in like some kind of decent driving range. The same or less as San Antonio. Okay. Nope. What is this program if you can't even get any kind of talk about limited? It's not only limited in this that was only like tinctures and gummies, beverages, chocolate, and topicals, which they know the science. Everybody, by this time, you have not heard the science. You have not been paying attention or researching anything. Literally goes to different receptors. If it has to go through your stomach, it goes to different receptors. if you don't want people smoking, which it's a double-edged sword, because like that's the most natural probably way besides eating, if it doesn't get you when you're eating it. But vape is probably better for your lungs, but it's more processed at that point. And a lot of people like to keep their medicine as natural as possible. I don't mind vape. The vape frees up a lot of problems, and like the smell and the dirtiness and stuff. Like ashes are dirty and stuff. Yeah. So. But a lot of people like natural as possible. They should be able to medicate as natural as possible. So there's that. And then like I would have rather gone to the university, and I don't even mind, like, I shouldn't say that out loud. They've already tried to make me a test dummy in so many ways. I don't mind being like somebody that's a positive, being studied positively for showing that this is a very medicinal plant and needs to be recognized as such. We'll put it that way. So, yeah. Apparently the program is expanding very well in September, but like it still doesn't make sense because they're not even going to acknowledge anything until September. And then like if you have issues that will be helped by this stuff in September, you still have to wait till September. And then it's just ridiculous because there's added conditions too. So like if you could be helped right now, you still have to wait until September. I don't know. I already qualify for a lot of conditions on there, and then the doctors already act like it's going to be super hard to actually use my back injury when I have like I brought in multiple MRIs and stuff and have a little diagnosis on there, and like I don't know. It's just a shit show. They're like, oh, it's going to be easier. It's going to be easier to do the PTSD. And they were going to send me to another place to, like, get re-diagnosed. And that does not make any sense to me. Just, like, give me my medical records that show that I've already been diagnosed. But I show up to I track down where the doctor is in the first place because they've moved since I've been there. And I go face to face because I know things are going to be a lot easier to deal with face to face. And I still get a wall. I still get told that my medical records do not belong to me. My diagnosis does not belong to me. I have a wall to deal with. And I don't even know that I could show up at the Social Security office because it's like an hour away. And I'm supposed to tell my probation officer where I go to. And that's not in the same direction as where I was going before. I mean, there is one in San Antonio. I've been there before. I might be able to go there. We could reschedule some stuff and go there if they would let me. But I think that's supposed to be my local Social Security office. So, there's that. Yeah, I've been to the one in San Antonio before. That's how long I've been fucking dealing with this bullshit, that I've actually been to the one in San Antonio. I've actually been someone past two, maybe? Wherever we did my hearing for Social Security, which was ridiculous because I could have drove to San Antonio. I don't know why they wouldn't let me drive to San Antonio and see a judge in person. She was in San Antonio, and I was on a video conference for some reason, but I still drove the same distance that I would have to San Antonio. That doesn't make any fucking sense. And then she claimed that she couldn't see me like moving around like I was in pain or something, but I was on a fucking video screen. It was like fucking choppy and all kinds of shit. So I don't know how you can make that claim at all. You didn't see me in person. You didn't see me in person at all. Oh, these people, man, they fucking get on my nerves. They say stuff and it doesn't even make sense, like, in the reality of the fucking situation. Oh, I'm going to judge you on this, but I can't really see you. What? I'm going to judge you on this, but I can't really see you. I haven't seen you move around like you're in pain. Well, maybe there are slight adjustments that the video is fucking choppy and you can't really tell, and maybe it's a slight wince or whatever, and there you wouldn't even be able to tell. I can barely hear you, so like I don't know. Or sometimes you can barely hear me, so like, well, how would you even know? It was like not intentional. I don't think she was intentionally trying to be fucking rude, but it was fucking really fucking rude, especially after I already driven an hour and a half, and driving causes me pain, and being in the car when it's bouncing around and all that causes me pain. So 90 is really fucked up too. Even mom says it's getting bad again. Fucking bounces. All that when you have spine injuries or you don't have disc in your spine. Do you understand? Those are your shock absorbers. Or when you've had something fused, like mom, in your spine, you don't quite have that. It's painful. So you want to talk about like ADA and shit. Nobody ever talks about the fucking roads, man. It's painful. It's painful when you have a fucking spine injury. I'm sure it's painful if you have a regular injury, because when I fractured my knee, going down the mountain, every little curve and stuff, man, I could imagine all those dips. You wonder all those dips with like something broken or... They expect a lot from people, and they expect you to run around in circles and drive hours away, and being able to do that. That's what the disability judge wanted me to do too. She wanted me to be able to drive an hour and a half to San Antonio and back every day on 90, where it gets really rough. Every once in a while they'll fix it, but it's still kind of bouncy, and then it gets really rough again. It's horrible. Like, I talk about the last vacation I took in like 2020, where I wore the neck braces, even my neck. I had to have my neck MRI too, because I don't know what's wrong. Whatever happened to my neck. I'm fucked up. I had to wear a neck brace in the car, and I was still fucked up for a while after my car trips to and from. Yeah. But yeah, this seems scammy. Going to have to... You want me to go pay $200 again next month that I don't have, when you're already trying to get money out of me and time out of me, and it's just... This is too much, man. This is too much. This is way too much. So, like, if I would have, like, gone to the doctor and got some muscle relaxers, it probably would have been like a 2-week wait for a doctor, and then I would have got the muscle relaxers. It's like that easy. Not... I have to search down my own medical records and all kinds of shit, and... This is craziness, dude. I bet they even be willing to give me like something even stronger for my back. Way easier than this. Stuff that people have gotten actually like addicted to, and all kinds of shit. Like bad pills. That's fucking ridiculous, man. So I don't know what to do at this point. Because I don't know, I can't just drive an hour and then they tell me I have to have a fucking appointment or something. I call them and the thing fucking hangs up on me. The other line for national is like eligibility anyway, and I've already been declined even though I got the extra diagnosis. So like that was the other thing that didn't quite make sense, because I got I think 2 diagnoses from this doctor. And he brought up, we talked about one from my childhood, which like an ADHD diagnosis, which they did drug me as a child. They drugged me with fucking Ritalin as a child. I can't pinpoint exactly what grade I was in. But I think it caused me a lot of problems too, which is probably why I don't like Big Pharma. Probably a lot of the reason why I don't like Big Pharma. It probably caused a lot of the problems with my weight and a lot of things. So, I don't like you, Big Pharma. I don't. And let me just say, like, it doesn't make sense how lawyers and like the legal kind of things work when it seems like these firms intentionally withhold like how to do things, but they don't want to help you at the same time. They don't want to actually like do the service, but they don't want you to know how to do it either. Like, I'm going to give you just enough information on my websites to know that you need me, but nobody's going to take your case. Isn't that funny? We're not going to tell you basically anything. You're going to Google this for hours and go in endless circles of information. Even like the disability like requirements aren't really clear when it comes down to it. You can't even find real answers on that. It's all open to interpretation, I guess. This is ridiculous. I'm pretty sure 2 of my MRIs say different things. So, like, when you look at the actual pictures, like, I can't do that because I'm not a doctor. Are they the same or are they different? Are they showing improvement or not? Because if one of them's not showing improvement, then the other one's still accurate. Like, none of the doctors, only one of the doctors has looked at my MRI, like the actual like CD, and he was the one that thinks that I needed a whole like disc replacement and shit. But then like I walked into the appointment the next time and everybody had like walkers and shit, and he changed his mind, and then he shortly after that he retired, and that was like the only like spine doctor under the Methodist Ministries help. So that happened too. That's part of my journey too. I watched that surgery on YouTube. I shouldn't have done that. It was pretty fucking nasty. So, yeah, when I say that Tim has done all this to a disabled person, I'm not kidding. They literally wanted to take my natural disc out of my back, put in a fake little joint thing, and I think fuse the disc either above, I think below. I think it was below. That's what he wanted to do. They look so good. I love that color blue. That's awesome. But everybody in that office that day was like had a walker or worse. So I don't know about all that. Mm.